print it. So the machine I have is a Roland Versacamm VS300i. It's an older printer cutter, but it does a great job. I'm happy with it. And then we're using the Roland VersaWorks RIP software, and this is where I need to input my file. So I've downloaded the file onto this computer. I need to add it, so I'm gonna go File, Add Job to QA. And then I find my file, which is in the EPS file format. Click Open, and then you'll see it in my job list queue right here. It shows me a little thumbnail of the design, and the special item is what I'm paying attention to, because that tells me that it has a spot color with a cut line all the way around it. So I see the A. If you don't see the A, it means the EPS file that you're using, something isn't quite right, and you might need to check your cut lines, make sure you're using that Roland VersaWorks spot color. Alrighty, so I double click on the preview of this design. It gives me lots of different options, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click Get Media Width. So that is communicating with the printer, saying, hey, what size paper do you have in the printer? So my width is 28.34. Here you can see that the size of my sticker is around 3.13, 3.69. I'm okay with that. And then how many copies? I'm going to do a whole strip of them. And then I can also rotate them and squeeze a few more on that paper. So I'm going to go ahead and click 8. I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom and click Print. And that is going to send it to the queue. So while it's in the queue, it rips the layout that I just did. It's communicating with the printer. So the RIP software did its job. Now it's going to the printer. And then this is where the printer is going to say, now processing. It's going to have to heat up a little bit. Usually takes a few minutes, but then it will eventually print. So now it's printing the designs first. Okay, when it's done printing the designs, it's now going to suck it back into the machine and get the cutter ready to cut along that cut line. And this is where the blade is following that path that we created in Illustrator. It's all done, it pushes it out. It goes from now processing to being a clear menu where it just tells you the width. Now for me to cut this off as one sheet, I'm going to go over to my keypad and hit Function, down, down, until it says Sheet Cut, and then I push Enter. And then that blade is just going to cut across. There we go. And as we look at this design nice and clean, you'll be able to see that it's a little tricky with one hand. There we go. I can peel off that sticker so the design was printed and then had a nice custom cut to it. There we go.